Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Roy Keane lashes out at 3 Manchester United players following the Chelsea clash, and Ruben Amorim stands up for Rasmus Hojlund. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Roy Keane criticizes 3 Manchester United youngsters after Chelsea loss. Former Manchester United captain Roy Keane has delivered a withering critique of Rasmus Hojlund, Kobbie Mainoo, and Alejandro Garnacho, expressing doubts about their potential to be long-term assets for the club following the recent defeat to Chelsea. Keane, speaking on Sky Sports, suggested that Hojlund, the Danish forward signed with high expectations, has yet to demonstrate the sharpness required at this level. According to Keane, the young striker's movement and hold-up play left much to be desired, with the former midfielder implying that Hojlund's performances have been more akin to an academy player finding his feet than a polished centre-forward. He noted that if a striker in United's colours manages just a single shot on target, it raises significant concerns about their effectiveness and readiness for the Premier League's demands. As for Mainoo, Keane was similarly unimpressed, pointing to the teenager's casual approach after coming on as a substitute. He criticized the midfielder's lack of urgency and occasional sloppy passing, suggesting that his current performances fall short of what is needed at a club of United stature. Garnacho, despite flashes of brilliance, also came under fire. Keane described the Argentine as immature and inconsistent, a player capable of thrilling moments but too often failing to deliver consistently across 90 minutes. For Keane, talent alone is not enough. It must be matched with reliability and discipline. Ruben Amorim defends Rasmus Højlund after defeat to Chelsea. Manchester United suffered yet another away defeat in the Premier League, falling 1-0 to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. A second-half header from Marc Cucurella secured all 3 points for the hosts, extending United's winless streak in the league to 8 matches, their worst run since 1990. The match began at a high tempo, with both sides struggling to carve out clear-cut chances in the first half. United, under the guidance of manager Ruben Amorim, lined up in a 3-4-2-1 formation, with Rasmus Højlund leading the line. However, the Red Devils' attacking efforts were largely toothless, with Højlund often isolated and lacking support from his teammates. In contrast, Chelsea looked more organized, employing a high press that repeatedly forced United into dangerous turnovers. Chelsea's breakthrough came in the 71st minute, when Marc Cucurella rose high to meet a pinpoint cross from Reece James, powering a header past United goalkeeper Andre Onana. The goal proved decisive, leaving United unable to muster a response before the final whistle. Disappointed United fans at Stamford Bridge could only watch as Chelsea celebrated a crucial victory in their pursuit of a top-5 finish. Højlund's performance, in particular, came under scrutiny. The Danish striker managed just a single attempt all match, none of which troubled the Chelsea goal. Pundits, including United legend Roy Keane, described Højlund's display as hugely disappointing, questioning whether the young forward has the quality required to lead the line for a club of United stature. However, Amorim was quick to defend his striker, refusing to place the blame solely on Højlund. In his post-match press conference, the Portuguese manager emphasized the collective responsibility of the team. "We didn't create enough chances, and that's a shared responsibility. I think it's clear that, as a team, we didn't do enough to support Rasmus. It's not just about him, it's about the entire squad," Amorim said, stressing that the striker's struggles were part of a broader team issue. Chelsea, on the other hand, executed their game plan effectively, with their high pressing and rapid transitions proving crucial to their victory. The result solidifies their position in the race for European football, while United's struggles continue. The defeat piles further pressure on Amorim, who is still trying to imprint his philosophy on this United side. Attention now shifts to the Europa League final, which could serve as a potential lifeline in an otherwise dismal campaign. Fan reactions on social media, particularly on X, reflected the growing frustration. One post described Højlund's display as one of the worst this season, while others questioned Amorim's decision not to substitute the struggling forward in the second half. Yet, There were also voices supporting the manager's stance, arguing that Højlund's struggles were more a symptom of a disconnected midfield than individual failings. Despite the mounting criticism, Amorim remains optimistic about his team's prospects. He believes that the squad is still in a period of transition, requiring time to find their best form. In his view, the potential within the team, including Rasmus Hojlund, is significant, but there is a clear need for collective improvement. As the season approaches its critical stages, United find themselves at a crossroads, aiming to prove they can recover from their current slump. Inter Milan make an offer for Manchester United star. Manchester United have found themselves under intense scrutiny throughout the season. Erratic results, a lack of clear identity on the pitch, and a squad that has yet to fulfill its potential have placed the club in an uneasy position. Despite occasional flashes of quality, persistent mistakes and inconsistency have left supporters frustrated. The atmosphere at Old Trafford is tense, with expectations mounting as the summer transfer window approaches. With Ruben Amorim at the helm for a new project, fans are anticipating significant changes, both in tactics and personnel. The Portuguese manager is expected to make bold decisions, clearing out underperformers to rebuild a squad capable of challenging for major honors. Amid this backdrop, the future of Joshua Zirkzee has become a topic of growing debate. Zirkzee joined Manchester United from Bologna in a deal valued at over €42.5 million. His arrival was seen as a significant investment in youth, with the Dutch forward signing a contract that runs until June 2029, with an option to extend for a further year. The move was intended to bolster United's attacking options, but the 23-year-old has struggled to make the impact many had hoped for. In the Premier League, Zirkzee has found it difficult to impose himself. He has failed to establish a consistent presence in the penalty area, often appearing isolated and ineffective against more physical defenses. This has raised questions about whether he can truly adapt to the fast-paced, high-intensity style required in English football. Expectations were high upon his arrival, but the reality has been more challenging. His adaptation has taken longer than anticipated, leading to growing doubts over his long-term suitability. As a result, Inter Milan have reportedly expressed interest in the Dutchman, as recently highlighted by Sunsport. This potential move comes as Amorim considers a significant restructuring, including a possible overhaul of his forward line. For Amorim, the priority is clear. He needs players who can fit seamlessly into his tactical system. While Zirkzee undoubtedly has technical ability, his slow decision-making and inconsistent movement have often left him isolated, reducing his effectiveness in critical moments. In a side aiming to reclaim its dominance, there is little room for passengers. Inter's interest could offer United a lifeline. A loan deal with an option to buy might strike the right balance, allowing Zirkzee to gain valuable minutes in a league that may suit his style better, while freeing up space in United's squad for a more experienced, reliable striker. Such a move could also protect the club's investment, giving Zirkzee a chance to rebuild his confidence without the immediate pressure of Old Trafford. However, if United are to part ways with Zirkzee, they must do so with caution. Simply offloading him for a quick profit might be short-sighted if Amorim believes the Dutchman can still thrive in a more refined tactical setup. Yet, holding onto him out of pride or fear of financial loss could prove an even more costly mistake, especially if his struggles continue. Ultimately, in a season where consistency is paramount, United must prioritize solutions over experiments. With time running out to salvage their season, decisions about players like Zirkzee will be critical in determining the club's long-term trajectory. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.